contract and then being like, the contract has been lifted. Now you can just say whatever you want. But Margaret has done an interview where she has come out and said that she's admitted that there was a police report that she filed the police report, which we already heard. She says, I don't feel the need to show it. I don't want to show it. Margaret says in her interview, and I don't remember who this was with, I apologize, but Margaret says that the police, the Bravo has seen the police report and the police went to Bravo. So when all this happened, Margaret said, not only did she file a police report, but she showed it to Bravo and Bravo saw it and Bravo actually spoke to the police. Now, and she also says that this is sick. She wants no part of it. And she just hopes that, Louie and Teresa, like, they're sick. Just leave her alone. So she's like a real martyr, this Margaret Josephs now. So there you go. But she says she just wants it all to be over with. Someone has slipped into my DMs and said to me that they went to the police, and this woman knows who she is. I would never reveal her name anyway, but apparently she says that she went to the police in New York City, and I really don't know who she is, and that she's just telling me that she got threatened on the phone, the same type of thing, and that basically the police were like, sweetie, like, unless this is something repeated and you're asking for a restraining order, there is nothing we can do, or we don't care, or we're not taking the report. So not sure what that, valid, very interesting information. I don't know what that has to do with New Jersey. You could say there was a lot of repeated stuff that has happened with Margaret, and it's a different situation. I don't know why Margaret doesn't just throw her hat in the ring and try to get a restraining order, or vice versa. But I don't know. Is there really a police report? And are police reports? And I'm really asking, yeah, guys, I don't have to profess to know everything. I know everything about Bravo, but although I make mistakes, but I practice, I'm a CPA. I went to college for accounting and I graduated, and then I went to law school, and then I took the CPA exam, and I went the corporate law route, corporate tax attorney, because I could get my CPA license. Although at this point, I think I've let most everything expire. So that's not really the point. So I don't know about criminal procedure. I don't know. Are police reports public knowledge? Do they have to be? I don't know. Something for people to look into. I don't really know. I don't necessarily know if I care, but I think that's very interesting that she says, I'm not showing the police report. And there is one, and it's nobody's business. And Bravo saw it, which is stuff like that that makes me think, maybe Teresa won't be back. I mean, the police are involved. But anyway, who knows? That's for that show. So there's that. What else can we talk about here? That is just looking, asked her because they think, Margaret is now coming out and talking about our good friend Jackie Goldschneider, and saying that she's going to let us know the real reason, like the real moment that she saw. Like, I just, again, did a show where I revealed the moment that I knew my friendship was over with Margaret. We also talked about it at our live show that was on Patreon, but Margaret says the moment she knew with Jackie that it was over is when she was at BravoCon. See, I told you there was a lot in New Jersey to talk about. And a network executive, I don't know if it was Francis or who it was, a network executive ran into her and said, hey, Margaret, we're in passing, but what do you think of the new girls? Meaning Danielle, Fuda, and Fessler. And she said, oh, they're great. I love them. I love them. They're great. And Jackie, apparently, according to Margaret, was standing there when she said this. And she said that Jackie then went completely, like, had a breakdown, psychotic. How can you do this? How can you do this in front of me? Et cetera, because Jackie had been demoted. So, that Jackie freaked out because she's saying the new girls are so great, and here Jackie was demoted. Do I think this is true? I can kind of see it. I mean, I love Jackie. I like her a lot more than I like Margaret, but we know that I am objective here. I do not put my feelings into it. I could see this one happening. I could see it. So there you go. So that's the real reason she saw kind of how, hey, maybe it all comes full circle. When I said Jackie's not a fame whore, and she said, oh, you have no idea, David. Maybe it's all in the family. So what else can I tell you guys? That's the moment they fell out. I don't know how Jackie feels about that. What else can I tell you? I told you guys Margaret says she just wants to be left alone and just wishes Teresa and Louie. She's a real martyr all of a sudden. But I see it both ways. I ain't excusing Louie or Teresa's behavior, if you know what I'm saying. I believe everything Melissa's old notes has said. I already said that. Okay, so what else can we talk about here that we have not already talked about? Oh, with New Jersey, I'm saying Gia. Oh, Frank also confirmed. I mean, is this really news? We kind of knew this. I mean, I've said for years, a lot of people say Joe Gorga gets paid. Joe Gorga gets paid. I said the guys don't get paid for the show. Frank said the guys don't get paid. He said that in the interview. I have said that for years. Say what you want. Joe Gorga does not get paid. He said they do get paid for the reunion, but not other than that. And that the great part about this is that they can say things because they're not under contract. We're not going to get to everything New Jersey. This is just a quick hit, but I want to touch upon this rumor going around that the guys are getting their own show, that it could be Benigno, Catania, and Gorga doing the construction stuff on the side. I don't know. I have mixed feelings about this one. Is this rumor true right now? No, it is not. There is no truth to this rumor. Do I think maybe someone's kicking it around? It's not the worst idea. I mean, it's a way to keep this franchise going, for those that love this one and love that one. And everyone says, Joe Gorga's really the housewife. I mean, you get Benigno, you get Frank, you get Gorga. I know a lot of you are saying, God, this is the last thing that we want. But it's not the worst idea. Look, they're not going to start at these crazy salaries. I assume they'll start at like the 60K the ladies started at, but would be nice to see the guys earn some money. And then I'm convinced Frank Catania got money from Dolores, and no shade to that at all. I mean, the rumor is Robin Dixon always gave money to Juan. What's wrong with that? Here's my storyline. I want you to film. I want you to do this. I will give you some money. I actually would do the same thing because I wouldn't want to I'd be like, I can't rely on you being there. Here's money. Let's do this. So there you go. We are kind of out of time. I mean, I guess I could make any time I want, but anyway, so this, I don't think this is a true rumor, but I don't think that this is the worst idea. I think it's a way to keep Jersey going. And the guys are not as toxic as the ladies. And I don't think the ladies will make huge appearances, but if they do, it ain't going to be in the same toxic way. And yeah, I don't think it's going to include Louie, and I don't know, maybe throw Fuda in there. I don't know. But even those three, Benigno, Gorga, and Frank, I'm not saying I'm dying to watch the show, but I think some people are, and it's not the worst idea when they're going to this dating show with Giselle and Ashley and Lou and Shannon. And I heard some other shows that are being shopped around. And now the kids show, they like using the same talent. So I say, stay tuned. This could happen. Just a quick hit. We have so many other things here.